The wellness tip today, I talked a few weeks ago about nutrition being one of the main questions I used to get as a trainer. Probably the second most popular question had to do with supplements. What supplements should I take? Should I take supplements at all? And there's a lot of confusion out there amongst most people about the supplement industry and the supplements. Are they beneficial? Should I take them? And I get it. It is confusing, and it's hard because you've got so many. It's a $142 billion industry. There's so many supplements. And when I say supplements, I'm referring to wellness supplements like your heart health, your vitamins, things like that. Talking about your performance supplements, pre-workouts, post-workout, all that type stuff. So I'm kind of encompassing all supplements into one here when I talk about that, and people wondering what I should take. Should I take it at all?
It is confusing. It's someone that's been or was in the performance sector for a majority of my life, and living around that, and it was highly regulated. Being tested really from college. So from 2003 to 2016, I was tested every month. Mm-hmm. So I even prided myself on knowing, okay, hey, what am I putting in my body? What am I doing? Is this going to help? Is it worth the risk? Is it, because one of the things that I'm sure you'll get into is the supplement industry, and nutritional supplement in particular is unregulated by the FDA. Mm-hmm. So there's different guidelines that they don't have to abide by that medicines do, that some foods do. And so it's an interesting world. And with all that being said, as much time as I put into researching it and really focused on performance and making sure my health was at the forefront, because if I wasn't healthy, I couldn't play, it is overwhelming to me.
Yes. Yeah. And like I said, there's so many companies out there, and they're all claiming, all these benefits, right? And there are benefits. There's, you got your vitamin and mineral deficiencies that these supplements can help with. Maybe your heart health that these supplements can help you with. Can give you energy, can boost your performance, can make you look and feel better. Maybe they help with gut health. They help with focus and cognition, right? These are all the things that these supplement companies claim. The problem is, like you said, the downside of it is the FDA doesn't regulate this. It's almost a Wild West mentality. Yeah. And also, along with that, the barrier of entry is pretty low. You and I today could go start our own supplement company. Yep. There's really nothing stopping us from doing that. The problem you get with that is you get a lot of shady characters. You get a lot of people that lack integrity. What's their goal? Maximize profits for the cheapest amount of cost possible. Yep. In fact, there's a well-known company out there, I'm not going to say who, but their pre-workout supplement, they've broken it into two separate supplements. So you've got to pay $30 per supplement when they could have easily combined it into two. Now they're making $60 instead of $30, like any other supplement brand, because they're trying to maximize their profits. Yeah. So that's what you get, unfortunately, is you get a lot of people that are just doing some shady things. Plus, it's expensive. Yeah. Like I said, it's, you're paying $40 for, 30 servings. So it's more than $1 a serving, which lasts you, a month? And then you got to do it again. And that's only one of your supplements. There's tons of them that you can choose from.
That's right. Yeah. And it's, like you said, it's Wild West. It's you don't know what the quality of the product is. You don't necessarily know the ingredients because it is FDA. It is unregulated by FDA. There's things that you can leave off. I know one thing that like a lot of people need to be aware of is, okay, where these supplements are being manufactured is important, because a lot of times a lot of the same supplement companies use the same facilities, and there's resin of other supplements in these. So like, let's just say you have an allergy to something. So even if they list everything properly, but it's being manufactured in a facility that, say, handles nuts or dairy or soy or wheat, and you have an allergy to it, even though it's not in that product, your product may be contaminated with resin from another product.
Yeah, no, so you've got to be super careful. And again, that's easy to say, and it's very much hard to put into practice, because most people don't have the time to research all this and to really dig into it. Yep. And I want to be clear, I love, there's great supplements out there. There's great supplement companies. First Form is a friend of the show. We're not sponsored by them, but we love Andy, we love Sal, we love those guys and what they're doing and the community they've built.
Yeah, so I think the mission behind what they're doing.
We've got but they'll be the first to tell you, hey, our supplements aren't designed to be the end-all cure-all for you. You better be doing some things. So my goal here, my point in saying all of this is, to me, there's really 5 questions you can ask yourself before really diving in and deciding if supplements are something that you should spend your money on.
Yeah.
To me, if you aren't taking care of these 5, if you're not able to answer these 5 questions, stick to these first before you decide that you want to go, because it's implied in the name. Supplement is to supplement.
I'm glad you said that.
Your diet, supplement your training. It's not meant to be the main foundation, right? If you're not taking care of these 5 foundational pieces, you can buy all the supplements in the world you want, and they're probably not going to do much for you. So question number 1, what legitimate deficiencies has my blood work shown? There's legitimate, for me, I tell this story all the time. You used to tell the story all the time. I went and got my routine physical. I found out I'm vitamin D deficient because I spend most of my time indoors. That's a legitimate problem my blood work showed me. Now there's two things I can do for that. Number 1, just get outside more. That'll be helpful. But number 2, I can supplement a vitamin D supplement, which has been shown tons of benefits beyond just from a health perspective. So tons of benefits. So that's just one example. But what deficiency? Maybe it's you're not getting enough healthy fats in your diet, and there's a fish supplement that you can, fish oil supplement. So what does your blood work show? That's one question you can ask yourself before diving in. Number 2, what does my nutrition and exercise plan consist of? This is the main one, right? This is the biggest fundamental rock you can take care of. Does my diet suck? Am I eating chicken tenders and French fries all the time? Well, yeah, but I'm probably going to be deficient in some vitamins and minerals, and supplements maybe, could be helpful on that. But what you probably want to take care of first is start adding in some vegetables, fruits, things like that, more nutrient dense foods. Question number 3, how much sleep am I getting? This is a huge one, right? Lack of sleep plays such a vital role in our overall health. And the first thing we do when we don't get a good night's sleep is we reach for that caffeine supplement. Tyler, you got a big old can of it right now, right? And I'm not calling you out, but
on blast.
But just think about the nights that you actually do get legitimately good sleep. You're not necessarily reaching for that caffeine much, right? Because you took care of the main thing, which is sleep. Number 4, how much water am I consuming a day? This is one that a lot of people, I would argue, overlook. The benefits of water. We're not going to dive fully into that today, but water literally is your life. I mean, it gives you energy. It gives you life. You can't survive without water. And most people go 1 cup, 2 cups a day. It's pretty fascinating.
Yeah, it's wild. It's wild. Yeah, it's
the deficiencies that can be caused by the lack of water.
I'll drink, 13 Dr. Peppers, or I'll drink, sweet tea, and it's like, well, there's water.
There's water.
No, well, here's the deal, though, is like we were designed to drink water. I mean, and the benefits, and like you said, we're not going to dive into it, but I mean, the benefits from a metabolism standpoint, from a dermatology standpoint, what it does for your skin, what it does for energy, what it does just for inner toxins, right? Gut health. I mean, all of the things, what it does for like your cooling system. I mean, what it does for performance. The list is endless on water, and I agree with you. It's so overlooked. And if you consume, and I mean, look, you're supposed to have an ounce per body, per pound of body weight that you have a day. Right. That's, in my opinion, I think that's minimum. Yeah. I mean, I should be drinking 300.
Yeah. Yeah. The best way to tell the water, I always tell people, is look at your urine, right? Yeah. If it's slightly yellow / clear, you're on the right track. Yeah. If it's darker than that, you probably need to have some more water. That's probably the best, because everybody always, well, how much water should I drink? It's very person to specific and dependent. And then lastly, what are my fitness and health goals, right? If I just want to be healthy and I want to be in good shape and I want to keep up with my kids, I probably don't need $90 of pre-workout or, $100 of post-workout, right? Because that doesn't align with my health goals. I don't need all that. Now, if I'm a bodybuilder, maybe I do need those type supplements. So what are your health goals? So again, to recap, to me, before I'm going to go shell out a bunch of money on supplements, I want to make sure I'm taking care of these 5 things. And those 5 things are: what legitimate deficiencies is my blood work shown? What does my nutrition and exercise plan consist of? Number 3, how much sleep am I getting? Number 4, how much water am I consuming per day? And number 5, what are my fitness and health goals? If I can answer each one of those questions legitimately, and I have a good answer to those, and I still think I need supplements, okay, now I'm ready to explore that world. Yep. And I'll tell you here in a second. It sounds like you want to say something, but
I was just going to say, I think it kind of summarize those is know your body. One of the things I think as a human race, we just don't know ourselves.
No.
Right? We don't know our vitals. We don't know what our blood work is. We don't know any deficiency. We just kind of like go, right? Yeah. And the challenge is that we are missing out on opportunities to, one, prevent illness, disease, and then we're also missing out on performance just because we don't know ourselves.
Right.
Like we want to research all these other things and we want to figure out, I'm going to spend 6 hours researching what the perfect gift is or how to do this hairstyle or what. But like we don't want to understand and look inside and understand how we perform based off of what our actual makeup is.
Yeah.
Precision diagnostics is underutilized and it can prevent a lot and save you a lot of money because it can avoid long-term expensive medical treatments if you're just on the front end. So knowing your body and then knowing what your habits are. And like you said, okay, are my habits good or are they not good? Do I need to change some things? And then what are my goals? I mean, it's very simple. What are my goals? Does this help? Because you said at the very beginning, a supplement is exactly that. It is a supplement to the greater body of work that you are already doing. Can that increase your goals or get you close to your goals by 1%? Okay, then let's do some research on exactly what we're looking to actually achieve. Is it a CLA supplement? Is it a vitamin D? Is it a fish oil? Is it a protein? Is it a carbohydrate supplement? Whatever it is you're trying to accomplish and understand it. But if you don't look inward first, it's really, really hard to understand what benefits you're actually trying to achieve and what supplements are going to help you get there.
Yeah, I think it goes back to a lot of aspects of our life. We're looking for the shortcut. We're looking for the easy answer, and I'm just as guilty of that.
Yeah.
So if I'm being honest, when I think of supplements, a lot of times I'm thinking, well, this is going to advance me way beyond what I could do through hard work, through time, through effort.
Yeah.
And so that's where I think a lot of us fall is we think the supplement's going to be a quick fix.
Yeah.
When in reality, if you're not taking care of these other big rocks,
I'm guilty of it. I used to go into like, all right, it's off season. I'm trying to shed some pounds. I go into the supplement store. Okay, all right, what gets me leaner and stronger?
Yeah.
What can it?
Right.
Bro.
Good sleep, good nutrition, showing up consistently,
eating, getting your mix, getting your greens, getting your protein, getting your carbohydrates, training, and all those things. Like these aren't going to help you like you think that they are. Yeah. Like here's the reality, and like please don't take this the wrong way. Like we kind of lump these supplements into this like, oh, this is gonna fix it. This is a fix it all. Because we see like bodybuilders and we see these people. Here's the thing. Steroids, that's a legitimate, like that is going to do something.
Yeah.
It is terrible for your body. It is bad. But like you could literally eat M&Ms and get shredded and get stronger. Like I'm telling you, it is. But we look at supplements like it's going to do the same thing, and it's just not. Yeah. It really is not. Yeah. It's just a denser version of the vitamins that we really should be getting through food.
Yeah. So make sure you're taking care of those big issues before
That wasn't a plug for steroids, by the way.
It sounds like you have a personal experience with that.
No, I remember. Literally, I said that M&M's quote. Like I had a strength coach in college, and I was asking him about what protein should I do. He's like, nothing, man. Steroids. That's all you got to do. You literally take steroids, eat M&Ms. Doesn't matter what you do. You're gonna get strong, jacked, shredded.
Yep, that's right.
And he was like totally joking, but I'm like, huh? And that always stuck in my mind. I was like, so I could literally eat peanut M&Ms for the rest of my life, and just
yeah. So if you're confused about supplements, welcome to the club. But hopefully you are taking care of those big things first. So.